Starting out with rolling the shoulders, nice deep breath. Really working those shoulder blades together at the back, arms lifted, reaching up out of the rib cage to the side, back to center on the inhale. Exhale away. Inhale, bringing it back to center. Exhale away. Inhale back. One more. And sinking down into a nice narrow squat, keeping those feet underneath the hips, taking it down, keeping the arms in line. Good, sinking those hips back, mobilizing the knees and the hips. Arms out to the side, lifting the knee. Up and down, knee lifts, finding your balance, keeping abdominals tight, pelvic floor engaged. Lifting the knee. And holding up, rotate through the hip if you can. Really trying to find your balance, focus out in front. Lengthen up through the spine. And exactly the same on the other leg, lifting the knee. If you want to, you can hold on to the wall or a chair, just to find your balance. And taking the knee out to the side, rotation through the hip. Abdominal switched on. Spine nice and tall. And standing nice and wide as we take it down into a squat. Floating the arms up in front and standing tall. Allow the eye line to come down, so you're keeping the neck in line. Pelvic floor squeezing into those lower abdominals. Floating those arms. And coming to the end of the mat. Just checking the posture and alignment, making sure we're standing tall, arms up. Diving forward on the exhale breath, abdominals squeezing in tight. Inhale, bring the body over we go. Exhale, inhale at the bottom. Exhale, restack vertebrae by vertebrae. Really finding some length in the spine. Exhale down, inhale at the bottom. Exhale, restack. And diving forward, exhale down, inhale at the bottom. Exhale, restack the spine. And last one, we're going to just roll down through the spine. Bend and stretch those knees as we just lengthen out through the hamstrings. Keep the gaze between the legs and taking it out into a plank. Hold in that plank. If you want to challenge yourself, we can do leg lifts. Pulse on the exhale. 2 pulses. Inhale down. Exhale to pulse. Inhale down. Making sure we've got the shoulders over the hands. Nice strong plank. Abdominals engaged the whole time. And coming down into a half back bend. Stretching out the back. Sinking back into child pose. Onto all fours, tucking the toes under, making sure we're a nice solid all four, lifting the knees on the exhale. Inhale, bring the knees down, knee hover. Exhale to lift. Inhale, drop those knees, keep the core switched on. Exhale to lift. Take it out into a plank if you want to. Bringing it all the way back, keeping the knees off the floor, walking back to plank. Making sure you're getting those hips in line when you take it to a plank, and relax. Sink back into child pose again, stretch those arms. And back onto all fours. Extending opposite arm to leg, exhale out. Inhale, curl, tuck the tailbone, tap the knee. Extend and replace. Exhale, arm and leg away. Inhale, curl through the spine, tap the knee. Exhale away, inhale down, keeping those hips level. Exhale away. Inhale, tap. And again, exhale away and bringing the body down. Tuck in that tailbone. And now exhaling, pushing up into the shoulders into a nice cat stretch. Inhale down, exhale, squeezing all the way up. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze up into cat stretch. And inhale back. And now rotation of those hips, making sure we're drawing big circles with those hips, drawing all the way round. Any tight spots at the side, just take your time. You can hover over any tight spots in the outside of the hips, all the way round. Loosen it off those hips and back, and coming down onto the mat. Abdominals pulling up, navel towards the spine. Pelvic floor engaged, arms down by the leg. Keep the gaze at the floor as we exhale, lift, open out the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale down to the mat. Exhale, lift, open out the chest. Back extension, inhale down, exhale, lift. And inhale to come down. Try and relax through the glutes if you can. Working into those shoulders, keep the gaze down to the floor, keeping the neck in line. And lifting one leg and then the other, squeezing up. Pulsing the leg and down. Exhale, pulse. Exhale, pulse as you lift, keeping the shoulders open, forehead down on the mat, abdominals pulling up towards the spine. Lifting both legs now. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. If that's too much, just stick to single leg. And take the arms overhead. Forehead down, abdominals pulling it up towards spine, into swimming. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. Exhale up, squeezing into those abdominals. You can hold it here as long as you want. Taking a break. And again. Opposite arm to leg, making the movement. And coming up. Onto elbows. Now abdominals engaged, lifting, having a sense of lifting through the top of the hip, just off the mat, pulsing, exhale, hamstring curl, inhale down. Flexing the foot to exhale as you kick, inhale down. Working into the glute and hamstring. Keeping the gaze out in front, keeping the neck in line. And lower into double leg kick. Pulsing on the exhale, 2 pulses. Inhale, open out the chest, pull back. Exhale, kick, turning the head each time. Inhale down. take hold of the ankles. Nice stretch. Rocking if you can. Swan prep or full swan. Exhale, releasing those arms, abdominals switched on, legs coming up, catch with the hands. Bringing it onto the knees now. Arms out to the side. One leg out, stretched. Supporting arm down to the mat, other arm up towards the ceiling. Leg lifts, exhale, lift, inhale down. Making sure body's in a nice straight line, abdominals engaged, pelvic floor switched on. Exhale to lift, inhale down. Really have a sense of lifting out of that waistline, front kick. Exhale, pulse forward, inhale, bring the leg back. Really trying to maintain position of the leg and the hips, minimizing the movement of the body. Two pulse kicks forward. And taking it now over to the other side. Extend the leg, arm down. Exhale to lift the leg. Exhale, lift, inhale down. Really pulling up out of the waistline, making sure the body remains as if it's in two planes of glass, not leaning forward or back. Front kick. Exhale, kick forward, inhale back. And bring it onto your knees. Reaching those arms up. And exhale, extend the arms to the side and then back up. Slight move backwards, taking it back. Keeping the spine in line, hinging the body back. Exhale back. Inhale, coming up tall. And taking it into a stretch sequence, lunging forward first. Just taking a lunge, tucking the toe, keeping the knee off the ground. Lifting the chest if you want to, extend that stretch. And taking it out into the plank to change legs. Once again, lift the chest if you want to. Just feeling the hips opening up. Nice big stretch. Up to standing. Arms up. Reaching back, just really opening out the front of the body into forward fold all the way down. And stepping back into plank. And bringing the body down to the floor and just stretching up. And pushing back, hips up towards the sky. Pushing back onto those legs, aiming to get those heels down into the mat. Really working, raising up and down on those toes. Really walking the feet, bending the knees, whatever feels good. And if you want to, you can lift one leg just to open out the hip, really stretching into the back of the leg as well. Take your time with this. And bringing it back down onto the mat. Stretching any way that feels good for you. Maybe child pose, just sitting back onto those feet. And once again, lunging forward, this time dropping the back knee, reaching the arm over the knee that's at the front. And sitting back, stretching out that front leg, flexing the toe, taking the arms down and just find that stretch, breathing into it. And taking the foot to one edge of the mat, the knee to the other, and just sinking the body down over that front leg. And sitting up, you can try and hold the back toe, bending that knee. Just trying to find a nice stretch into the thigh. And coming to seated, legs out in front. Find a comfortable position. Just take a forward stretch, again any way that feels good. Over to one side if you can, try and keep those seat bones down and breathe into the stretch. And coming all the way up over to the other side. Again, taking time, listening to the body. And if you can take that stretch all the way forward. And repeating our lunge on the other side. Dropping the back knee. Chest up tall, reaching the arm over the front leg. And again, sitting back, flexing that front toe, straightening out the front leg. Taking the foot to one edge of the mat, the knee to the other, just sinking down forwards. Holding that stretch, breathing into it. And last of all, you can bring that back leg up, holding onto the foot. Well done.